looking at you, I can't ever be brave, 'cause you make my heart race. Shot me out of the sky, you're my kryptonite. You keep making me weak, yeah, frozen and can't breathe. Something's gotta give now, 'cause I'm dying just to make you escape. That I need you leaving me now, 'cause you got that one thing. So get out of my head. I'm falling to my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. You got that one thing. Now I'm climbing the walls, but you don't notice at all that I'm going out of my mind all day and all night. Something's gotta give now, 'cause I'm dying just to know your name, and I need you here with me now, 'cause you got that one thing. So get out of my head. I'm falling to my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. Get out of my mind, and come into my life. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. You got that one thing. You got that one thing. Get out of my head. I'm falling to my arms instead. So get out of my head. I'm falling to my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. Get out of my mind, and come into my life. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. You got that one thing.
Alright, so with that now out of the way, let's jump in. It's actually 5:02 on Friday, and I'm sorry I actually hit the sign off after these two videos. Actually, I might just make this into one part and actually have this video go on a little bit longer than normal. So yeah, this is literally going to be chapter 5, and every chapter on from this point on will be one part long. I'm not cutting videos into two parts. Any other story, I will do it if need be, but I hope not. So, let's jump into this. This is My Stepbrother, Chapter 5, and we will be meeting Trace's girlfriend, I believe, in this chapter, because there's a picture of her. Oh, her name is Juliet. My bad. Sorry about that. Brandon paid for dinner, thanked Perky, and let us out of the restaurant. We got in the car and drove back to the house in awkward, tense silence. Brandon pulled into the driveway, and we all got out and walked slowly went inside. We took we took our shoes off. Brandon grabbed Trace's arm and dragged him into the living room. Mom and I frowned nervously. "How dare you say that stuff to Corey?" Brandon shrieked in Trace's face. Trey rolled his eyes. "Sorry that I'm uncomfortable sleeping across the hall from a stupid cocksucker," he snapped. "Stop it. There is no need to say mean things about Corey like that," Mom said furiously, placing a protective hand on my shoulder. "I like dick as in reproductive organ, not the personality type. So you're safe," I said simply, shrugging. "Stupid faggot," Trace growled. Brand slapped him so hard even I went. Trace grabbed and rubbed his armorly red cheek. "Trace, there is nothing wrong with Corey being gay. If you can't accept that, then you can take your stuff and move into the basement, where I will not tolerate you picking on your own stepbrother just because of sexuality," Brandon growled. Trace snorted and shook his head, glaring at me and leaving, glaring at me again. Leave it to my dad to marry someone with a fag of her son, he grumbled. Brandon slapped him again, and this time I did win. Man, if that were me, I'd be crying and screaming uncle. But that's just me, I guess. Mom was glaring at Trace. You think my son being gay is disgusting and immature, Trace? Well, I think you're being a homophobe. In disgust and immature, she snarled. Uh-oh, Trace better watch himself. Protective Mama was in the house. She would claw his face off and shove it up his ass if he wasn't careful right now. I have no problem with you, but you brought that stupid thing. You brought that stupid annoying faggot with you, and and I have and I have a problem with that. Trace said flatly. He ducked his friend and moved to hit him again. He glared at all of us calmly. If that was even possible to do, he hooked his thumb in his pocket and shrugged. Whatever, I guess I'll just sleep with my door locked. And faggot, as far as I'm concerned, you're just some piece of shit taking up space in my house. Trace growled before leaving us to the living room, going upstairs. So, how about that bread? I asked casually, just to break the silence that had fallen over the three of us. Brandon glanced at me. Corey, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to kill that stupid bastard. Oh god. I can't believe I just said all those things. I couldn't apologize enough. I am so sorry. I held up my hands to cut off his babbing. I gave him a small smile. I shook my head and shrugged calmly. Brandon, seriously, don't worry about it. I'm used to dealing with homophobes. It's perfectly fine. He doesn't have to like me. I just won't talk to him. I don't want us to fight and cause problems, I said with a small smile staying on my face. No, Corey, no. He's gonna suck it up and accept you. We're not gonna live here if Trace can't accept for you for who you are. Mom said, that's fierce protective in her eyes. She squeezed my shoulder lovingly. Mom, we're going to live here as long as you and Brandon. As long as you love Brandon. I don't care about what Trace thinks of me, I said, rolling my eyes. Oh man, couldn't Trace just deal with it? He was gonna split my mom and my dad up if he didn't stop acting like a jerk. I'm going upstairs, I said, smiling widely to show that I wasn't upset. Mom gave me a concerned look and walked away and up the stairs. I glanced at Trace's bedroom door and sighed before knocking on. I need to talk to him before he splits my dad and my mom up. I didn't want to hear that I liked Brandon and he made me so happy. My mom's so happy. Get away, you stupid fag, Trace growled, opening the door enough so he could glare at me through it. I shook my head and frowned. Trace, I don't care if you're a homophobe. Can't we just pretend to get along for the sake of our parents? They're happy together, and you're making them upset, I said sincerely. Look, I don't like you. At all. You're hyperactive, immature, and gay. I will not pretend to get along with you. Or like you. Now go back to your room and don't talk to me, I hissed and slammed the door. That wasn't nice, pouting. I went to my bedroom and looked around in search of something to do. Bed. I got up on my bed and grinning before I began to jump. My mattress was so jumpable. It was awesome. Until, of course, I smacked my head and stumbled off the bed. I hit the ground and went and rubbing my head. Glaring at the ceiling, jerk, I grumbled. Corey, what were you doing? Corey, what are you doing on the floor? I looked up and over at my mom, pounding and pointing at the ceiling. The ceiling punched me in the head, I whined. Mom sighed. Corey, honey, I told you to stop jumping on beds. You're too old for that now, she said, speaking as if I were a little kid again. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. But I like jumping on beds. I said, sticking out my lower lip and letting it tremble. I gave my mom puppy dog eyes. You've had enough of brain damage. You don't need more, she said simply, coming over and pulling me to my feet. I rubbed my head again and pounded. Corey, please be honest with me. Did Trace hurt you at all? She asked her eyes more serious than I had seen them in a while. I shrugged. Nah, Mom, I'm fine with him not liking the fact that I'm a cocksucker. Seeing her face, I quickly added, not that I've actually ever sucked cock before. Corey, just tell me if he says or does anything to you, you come first. You always do, she said, hugging me tightly. She smiled and pulling away. I love my Corey monkey. I groaned. Mom, that was one time I hung naked from the counter and ate a banana. And I was only 4, I whined. Mom laughed and ruffled my hair before getting up and quickly leaving the bedroom. I stuck my tongue out the door. She shut it. Bored, I listened to my iPod for a while and put my phone bust and picking up, opening the text message curiously from Zeke. Hey, come back to the ice cream shop. I jumped up and after telling him I'll be right over, I grabbed my money and stuffed it into my pocket and went downstairs. And found Mom and Brandon together watching a movie. I'm going out, I announced. Okay, Corey, have fun, Mom said and gave me a small wave. I put on my clocks and left my house. I glared at the hill and pointed at it, threatening. I will conquer you, I cried and sprinted at it. I got about a third of the way up before stopping, and by that I mean I will conquer you sometime in the future, I cried before continuing my walk. I reached the top and caught my breath and made my way down to the ice cream shop. I let myself in and instantly spotting Zeke sitting with Trace and some girl. Huh? When did the hell did Trace even leave the house? I walked over to them. Zeke looked up at me. He grinned. Hey, Corny. He greeted, smiling. I blushed and pointed. Jerk, I whined. Trace gave me a hate-filled glare. Why is he here? He hissed, dangerously glaring between me and Zeke. Who is he? The girl asked curiously, eyeing me. It's Trace's new stepbrother, Zeke grinned. His grin grew even wider. Zeke, fuck off! He's a cocksucker. Don't remind me. I'm forcibly related to him now, Trace growled, taking the girl's hands in his. I've actually never sucked anyone's cock in my life, I said honestly, and sat in the chair that Zeke patted, but I am gay. Aw, that's a shame. With your looks, you could probably get any girl you wanted, the girl said, and started to giggle. Trace glared at her. Juliet, he hissed, and smiled at him, and rolled her eyes. Aw, lighten up, Trace. Who cares if he's gay? Zeke nodded in agreement with the word. He's a funny kid, Zeke said, punching my shoulder playfully. I looked at the girl, Juliet. And cocked her head to the side. Hey, do you have a soul? I asked curiously. Trace opened his mouth to yell at me, but Juliet slapped his hand over. Yes, he has a soul. Ginger's not having a soul is a myth, she said patiently. Okay, well... Oh, well, okay, I said with a red smile. I looked at her hand holding Trace's. Are you guys dating? Obviously, Trace snapped. I felt a little sad that Trace was so incredibly sexy. I mean, hell, I'd suck his. Whoa, stepbrother, Corey. He's your stepbrother. Who has a who has a ginger girlfriend? Keep your thoughts to your stepbrother. G rated. Still, I found his eyes drinking in gorgeously appearance. He was wearing a white shirt, and it was pulled up a little slightly relieving his abs. His skin was smooth, nearly flawless. No zits, no pimples, nothing. A few slight scars, but that just made him look tough. His arms were tan and muscular, but he wasn't over muscular. Over muscular men were just ah. He was just perfectly muscular. Yum. Corey? I glanced at Zeke. Huh? I asked, realizing I had zoned out and plain Trace hadn't noticed my eye fucking him. Come on, we're going, he said in amusement, answering his eyes. Going where? I asked. We're going to one of the elementary schools to hang out on the playground. You up for it? He asked. I nodded eagerly, my eyes flashing to Trace's attractive self. Shit, I need to get in control of myself before I actually start crushing on my sexy jerk of a stepbrother. Wow, that literally only took 14 minutes. So yeah, um, don't forget to check out Tyler's channel. He is actually not gonna be here for a while. He's actually visiting his mom. I don't exactly know, but he's gonna be there for all spring break, and I cannot wait to see him again. So, Tyler, if you're watching this, I just want to let you know I miss you, and I cannot wait to see you when we get back from school. So, yeah, sorry about my little rant about Tyler, but I like him. I like him. So yeah. But until next time, gay is okay. Just ask the GSA. Huh? That didn't sound right. Mwah!